stalking him, is parked in his driveway and has his new girlfriend's car blocked in, refusing to let her leave. Caller advising the suspect is acting crazy and is concerned for their safety. Suspect is described as a white female, 26, driving a white Ford Expedition, 1342.
Okay, I know that sounded like Charlie Brown's Christmas there a little bit, but out of that, what did you get?
Ex-girlfriend has new girlfriend blocked in, refusing to let her leave.
Okay.
She's a white female, 26 years old. And he said he fears for her safety. I'm assuming he's talking about the new girlfriend.
Okay.
That covered.
What kind of car are they in?
White Expedition.
Okay, you see it there?
Yep.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, officer, that's my crazy ex-girlfriend, Jen, in the car right there. She followed us here, she won't leave.
All right, Jen, what's going on?
Hey, we have a restraining order against her, so get that crazy bitch out of here now!
You guys go back in the house, please. Down in there. Hands up! Okay.
See her in that back window.
What do you want her to do?
I wanted to see her hands.
Okay, with this scenario,
I'd have her take the gun and, well, I
okay,
don't know.
good. With this scenario, I cannot get her to do everything you're gonna want me to have her do, okay? So we just kinda have to work through this. What's your main goal? What do you want her to do?
Get out of the car.
Okay? So I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Whenever you're dealing with a situation where you guys gotta start giving commands, the rule of thumb is we want one person giving commands. Because we don't wanna say, drop the gun, get out of the car. Drop the gun, get out of the car, because that's giving two different commands. We want it to come from one person. However, what I've always seen, and I see this a lot in the cadets, when we tell them that, then no one makes a decision to say anything. So what I like to tell the guys to do is do this. When you're in a situation like this where commands are gonna have to be given, think to yourself, I'm gonna give the commands. So you start to give the commands. If your partner does the same thing, and your partner is doing a better job than you, even if you think that, you turn to your partner and say, partner, you got this. I'll be your backup. So there's a definite saying who's gonna do what, okay? That kind of alleviates the dead pause of, oh, someone's gotta say something sometime. So if we both know that we gotta do it, we just wait for that other person to do it as well, and whoever does it best, we acknowledge that person and let them continue. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So, which one of you wants to give commands?
Go right ahead.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
So you wanted to get out of the car and you wanted to throw the gun out of the car, right?
Now, so my first inclination will be to have her throw the gun out. I know
Okay.
we talked about before not letting them, but for the simple fact we can't see her, we don't know what she's doing. I'd rather her throw the gun out and then we get her out of the car than the trust.
Okay, let's go with that. Okay, I like that. Here we go. Tell her that.
Alright!
Throw the gun out!
Hey, don't shoot! I'm gonna
Don't-
throw my gun out!
Good,
Don't
good.
shoot!
Get your hands where we
Here's
can see.
one thing. She is going to try to take control of this. Okay? Don't let her. You talk over her, you scream at her, you take charge of her. Okay? You ready? Tell her what you want.
Get out of the car, keep your hands up, keep your hands where I can see them. Get on the ground.
You know, this is
Get on the
ridiculous.
ground, get on the
You call me a
ground.
crazy
Get on the
bitch.
ground right
I
now.
told you
Get on the
nobody
ground.
can help.
Ma'am, get on the ground.
Okay.
Hands out in
Okay.
front of you.
Where is the gun?
Right there.
Do you think this is intentional on her behalf?
Yeah.
Okay, she just did something to you guys that you don't want to happen, and that is she closed the gap on you. She's closing the reactionary gap. So now she's half the reactionary gap because she's trying to get the drop on her. So what do we want her to do right now? Let's make it simple.
Hands up.
Beyond that,
On the ground.
beyond that,
Hands,
if you get her on the ground, remember, she's still
Reach
got
over
this
that
distance.
gun.
What do we want her to do?
turn around.
Do we want her next to that gun?
Nope.
How about this? Let's get her away from that gun. Okay? So, what commands do we want to give her to get away from that gun?
Back up. Get her to back up.
Okay? Left or right?
That's gotta be her,
Okay. Now, you see what you just thought of there? Okay, my dyslexic ass, the first thing I'm gonna say is, move your right, move your
Gotta
right!
go right towards it, right?
I just told you to go right to the gun. That's my, see? Okay. So what I try to get people to do when they're in situations like this, let's make it as simple as possible. Do you care whether she goes to the street,
Nope.
to the car, as long as she gets away from the gun?
Separates herself.
So let's make it that way. Step away from the gun. Step away from the gun. Okay? Make sense?
Mhm.
All right. You ready?
Ready? Step away from the gun! Step away from the gun! Step away from the gun! Step away from the gun toward the street. Step away.
I just want this all to be over.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Because
going.
nobody came at all when I said I needed you.
Keep going.
This has been such a...
Shut up. I'm sorry, it just reminds me of my ex-wife.